Welcome to NSN's presentation of the American Premier Soccer League. Today's matchup features Real Central New Jersey versus Jersey Shore Boca of the Delaware River Conference. Kickoff is just moments away on the National Soccer Network.
A pleasant evening from the shores of New Jersey. It's Toms River South High School, and we have got an APSL matchup today in the Delaware River Conference. Jersey Shore Boca is hosting Real Central New Jersey. A pleasant evening, everyone. My name is John Natali, and happy to be with you on this National Soccer Network broadcast for the APSL on Sunday, April 13th. Match number 13 for both of these clubs, both coming in a different direction. Central has had it kind of rough the past couple of weeks. They are on a 8-game losing streak, and only one of those being a draw, and have lost 6 in a row. And Phil and Jersey, a little bit different story. You can see the record there at 4-3-7, but the last 3 victories have come in the past 3 matches. They have gone 3-0 in each of those matches, and each match posting a clean sheet. So 3 undefeated matches for Jersey Shore in their past 3. So they have steadily climbed after starting off the season pretty rough. You can see WC Predators way out ahead in front of both of these clubs, but Aloy Soccer Club right behind them. Just 1 win separates those 3 points from spots 1 and 2. Oakland sits 3rd, Kensington in 4th, and then Philadelphia Soccer Club rounding out the top 5 with those 18 points. We'll get a look at our starters here for Real Central New Jersey, and Coach Ira Jersey. It's going to be Marcel Naus in keeper. Dennis Rooney, Jonathan Firmingo, Ogun Yinka, Johnson, Jane Canthan, Toms, Maleli, Ventura, Alcibe, and Saakashvili, the striker who's posted the most goals for Real Central so far this season. And as we head over to Jersey Shore, get a look at their starting lineups. Andrade in goal. Then that back line, Liberatore, Trzaskowski, Canson, and Ryan. Again, a clean sheet in their past 3 matches. Edward Sanchez Matos in the midfield, and then Donnelly Sunderman and Jensen up front. For Coach Aaron Gilman, a rare exception to the match. He is also a player coach for Jersey Shore Boca. 57 degrees, partly sunny. And we are at Toms River South High School. Of course, many of you know Ben Cohen Field as a home of Rider University. But a team does play down at Rider from the APSL. Well, we're ready to go here as our teams line up. It's going to be Real in the white kits to your left, and then it'll be Jersey Boca on the right in their blue kits. So throughout this match, we'll just, for safety's sake, we'll just call them Boca and Central. Lots of jerseys in there. But we should have a good one this evening. And crucial 3 points on the line. And I know Coach Ira Jersey from Central does not want another heartbreaking loss in the final minutes of some of the matches that they've currently had late in this APSL spring season. Now, interesting is that the season actually dates back to last year, and these records carry over. As the teams walk out. And we're just seconds away from kickoff at Toms River South High School. You see the construction in the back there. Home of the Indians. They'll take their mark. See our 3 referee crew in the middle. They'll come across, they'll shake hands. They'll remove themselves from the pitch, take a few last-minute drinks of Gatorade or whatever in the bottles this evening. And we'll get ready to go in just a little bit. There's going to be some changes in Coach Ira Jersey's starting lineup. So Kesner Leone, number 11, will get the start. And also Pierre Bosquet, who was serving a game suspension due to some yellow card problems 2 matches ago against Oakland. He missed last week's match, but will be here tonight, number 2, inserted into the starting lineup. And also Berto Crespo is going to get a start. It's the first time that we'll see him here on the National Soccer Network. Where's number 3? There's Lorenzo J. Acanthan, closest to us, wearing number 7. We'll try to point him out as we go. See the cloud cover a little heavier now. Not rain is very, very unlikely in this one, but it is southern. It is eastern Jersey on the shoreline, so you never know. This could change in 5 minutes very easily. There's the whistle, and Boca's got it, and we are underway in Toms River. They're going to play this to the far wing. Already some pressure from Central. That'll be played back to the keeper, Rob Andandre. Again, a big mention is how will Real be able to penetrate that back line of a squad that has 3 consecutive clean sheets in their past 3. You see Bosquet there too. Giacanthan in the box, can't handle it. Taken away. And headed into the middle. Here's Bosquet. Splits the defense, has some room. That ball turnover, now the other way on the counter. Here comes Boca. That's Sunderman, played it ahead in traffic. And now close into the box, looking for help. And stolen away from Central. Poked away by Jane Canthan. And cleared all the way to the other side. It'll be possessed by Boca. Just underway here, 2nd minute. You can see the beautiful new construction at Toms River South High School. Going at it for quite some time, but they're really putting a lot of great additions to that high school just behind us. Bosquet going to play it back. Who worked the sideline with Jay Canthan. And all the way back to the German native, Marcel Naus. Now to the far side. Something that Central has really not been able to do in this streak of winless matches is get on the board early and take a lead advantage. Have been playing from behind quite a bit. They've got a couple equalizers in that time, but just haven't able to maintain it. Maleli with pressure. Here's an opportunity. Maleli in the box, takes a strike and shoots it just over the crossbar. Good opportunity from Central off the bat. Saakashvili put a nice one-touch to Maleli's feet, but just sailed it above the crossbar. So Maleli active early. Steady pressure. This ball into the middle. And there is a white jersey over there. Trying to turn, looking for help. Back into the box, nobody home. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Glad to have you with us on this April 13th. week away from Easter. So I want to wish everybody an upcoming happy holiday weekend coming up starting Friday, Good Friday. Both of these teams off this weekend due to the holiday, and they'll be back in action on the 27th. Some pressure. Boca will play it back. Now a long ball up front. And Naus is there to one-touch it away. Good play by the keeper. Still in possession of Boca. Now fought for and turned over. Toms plays it back to Rooney and all the way back to the feet of Naus. Was defensive line. I'll play it to the far side. Beautiful ball to Jai Canthan on the one touch. Now Saakashvili with pace, and we'll have a foul there from behind. That'll go in favor of Central. So Saakashvili takes the foul. Jay Canthan will hit this out from about 25 yards out. And he'll try to swing this in to the backside of that 18. Hands go up. Here it comes. Ball inside. Headed away. Still in place. Still an opportunity. That ball batted away. Central comes up with it. They'll play it back. Pressure from the backside from Boca. And out of bounds, going to be a throw-in for Boca. Missed opportunity there from Central. And one bad thing about these APSL matches, no ball girls or girls running around helping to retrieve these balls that fly out of bounds, so the players have to go get them. And sometimes it's to an advantage at the end of the match when a team may be leading and they take their sweet time getting that soccer ball. Risky move by Nausera, was able to get it over to Bosque on the pressure from Boca. And here's a ball forward. And Naus is there. He'll let it come back to his feet. Let his offense set. And then he'll pick it up and roll it all the way to the far wing. Still in danger, trying to clear. That ball took a funny bounce off the turf. An opportunity inside the 18. Ball pops up, unfortunately. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a corner for Boca. That ball took a nasty first hop off the turf. And kind of got everybody miscombobulated. Balled it up inside the 18 and was deflected out over the goal line, but it's going to be the first corner set piece for Boca here in the 8th minute. So we're set. Here it comes. Benin, backside. Head ball. Punched away from now. Still in the box. Still trouble. Still in the 18. Have to clear. Help over there. 2 blue jerseys, 2 white. Good slide tackle from Central to keep that out of danger. I believe that was Toms who came over to help. So this will be a long throw instead of another corner. Good defense and good awareness from Central. Here comes the long throw inside the box. Head ball off the post, I believe. And that ball cleared out. Wasn't sure if that did hit the right post or not. Still in danger, though. This ball's not out. Jaya Canthan trying to clear. Cannot do it. Some pressure and with speed. That was Anthony Ryan. What a frenetic opportunity inside the box. Here comes the long throw inside the box. Head ball off the post, I believe. And that ball cleared out.
Well, that's what I don't know. I don't know if that guy's going to try to be Monmouth or if he's going to try to come down here.
Out of bounds, going to be Central ball. Or no, they'll call a foul. Okay. Bosque will send it away. There it goes up the pitch. Nobody forward. 50-50 inside the circle. Still looking to settle. Some pressure towards the near wing, now back into the middle. Crossing fields. This ball played ahead. And now came out. Had to make a business decision, able to clear it away on the slide. And that's going to be Boca ball. Still in Canson. Part of that dynamic back line that has really showed up these past 3 matches for Boca. th minute. Scoreless. Best opportunity from Sean Maleli in the 3rd minute. On a beautiful ball from Saakashvili on the one touch, just sent it a little high over the crossbar. There's a foul there. So here's a good opportunity for Boca, almost straight away. From about 30 yards out. Here it comes, 2 to the right. And it's shot on goal. It was deflected. And this ball into the box, squirts away from Bosque. Can he get there? Tries to save it, he'll knock it out. It'll be Boca ball, but at least not a set piece corner from our side. On the turn, still fighting. Shot and goes wide of the net. So a good opportunity for Boca. Now played on the far wing. All the way back to Naus. Plays it into the middle. Trying to find the edge. That's Maleli, and he'll play it back. There's a ball ahead. Nobody home. Bosque gives chase. And out of nowhere, ball near. Good win from Ron Ventura in the middle. Ends up at the feet of Alex Matos. And now back. Ball ahead. That's Sunderman up there. Couldn't grab it. Nice play. Saakashvili now. Just a little bit too heavy on his touch. Jayacanthan over there. Canson knocked it out. It'll be a throw-in for Central. Playing a 2-man game with Ventura now into the middle. Tried to use a heel touch to no avail. And the ball is going to come to our side. This ball played forward. Good defense from Rooney. Bosque keeps it in, or he did not, so it'll be a throw-in. Sunderman will take it. He'll throw it down the line. giving chase. All the way back to Nous. Pressure from Boca. Nous has to clear. Does a good job. Head ball out to the chest of Saakashvili. Now he'll turn. Look for help. And just couldn't get it. Jayakanthan. 14th minute. Now to the far side. And so far it seems that the game plan of both clubs is to get to that right side and send it in. Now here's an opportunity. Boca inside the box. Trying to guard Central. At the top, just above the circle, the 18. Ventura to the outside. That's Al-Sabeh. He'll play it into the box. Saakashvili was there, but that ball too heavy. It'll go out for a Boca goal kick. Central showing a little bit more offensive prowess in this game. It's been two 2-1 losses, squeezed in between two 4-1 losses in the past 4. That's Brian Sanchez out to the right side. And that ball will go out, and that's going to be another Boca corner from the far side. You have to go back to Sunday, October 20th. Last time that Central got a point with a 2-2 draw from nonetheless the squad that's hosting them tonight, Jersey Shore. Ball comes in. Headed out, still inside the box. Now trying to clear some space. Now on the counter, here's Saakashvili. Looking for help. And good defense from Boca to keep that from going the other way. The 17th minute, tied at 0. One solid opportunity each for both club on the scoring standpoint. Maleli in the 3rd minute. Off the one touch from Saakashvili, just sent it over the crossbar. And then a head ball into the box off a corner that had hit the post. And we still stand at 0-0. Whistle blows, no card. Might have been a foul somewhere. If it was on Jersey. Now this ball sent to the 18. Marcel comes out and he grabs it. Good anticipation from the keeper. This ball booted away, way past midfield. Boca maintains possession. Onto the far side. This ball played forward. Rooney's there. Shot with the left, just wide of the net from a diving Nous. That ball had a chance, but just right of the net. Brian Sanchez and Aiden Donnelly so far doing the busy work up front for Coach Gilman. Aiden Donnelly, number 9, has been a real treat for this club this year. He'll be heading over to St. Joe's in 2025. Play for the 30 goals and 4 assists for Southern Regional High School this past fall. And he led Southern to its first New Jersey State Championship, an Ocean County High School Player of the Year. So number 9, make sure to keep an eye on his kit during this match for Boca. Long ball. Sunderman was out there, now speed him to it. And that's Leone. Couldn't quite settle to his feet. Bosquet comes over with a nice tackle to knock it away. And fortunately, Ventura couldn't control it, knocks it out of bounds. And Boca will retain possession on the sideline. Matos didn't think he had somebody behind him, but Saakashvili able to poke it away, and now he gets it up front. That ball skips past everybody. Now pass him midline. And now we're to the far side. Here's Canson. He'll play it back. This ball played to the outline and just way too heavy. We didn't have to say much on that part of the broadcast. Our Mike picked that up. Apologize for that, but that's on the field of play. And he knew it was a miss hit. Here's Leone. Bosquet back to Leone. Good ball there. A little too heavy. Yes, it was. So cleared. And Bosquet is able to keep it in. Forcing some pressure. Now Bosquet with pace. Tries to find a seam. Keeper has to come out. And good save by Andrade. Coming at that one. Another opportunity for Central on the offensive side. As we approach the 22nd minute. Glad to have us with us on the National Soccer Network. NSN, NationalSoccerNetwork.com. Find us on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also on Roku. Soccer matches from not just the Eastern Shoreboard, as we have here today, but all across the nation. Delaware River Conference matchup in the APSL, which is steadily and successfully growing as we speak. New teams entering, more players coming out involved. A lot of teams connected with USL2 teams now. Real Central being one of them. This Boca team has been around for quite some time, 46 years to be exact. Walt Pericicoli. Who, amazingly, if you know of the Stockton Ospreys, there's a couple of Ospreys on Coach Ira Jersey's roster. Kelly Blighty and Tom Johnson. But Walt Pericicoli founded the men's soccer program and also coached for the Stockton Ospreys. And it was simply the idea of bringing the best high school and men's talent around to the Jersey Shore area, get them start playing with each other. And 46 years later, here they are. Coach Parasioli, amazingly, starting it that far back in 1978. He remained the men's coach in either the first or reserve team until the 2021-22 season. So 42 years, basically, time investment in this Boca team. Here's Saakashvili now to the middle. That's Ventura. Tries to play it through. Just couldn't break the seam. But back in possession of Central, looking for help. Into the box. And it looks like we're going to have a corner. And we will. So the first set piece corner on the far wing for Central. It was a decent pass from Ventura. Talk about the USL2 is that Ron Ventura does have experience for that USL2 team. Here it comes. Bender into the back of the box. Head ball just wide. And it'll stay in play. Played back out. Good recovery by Boca. But still in possession of Central. They'll try to set it up again. Saakashvili. Playing to the middle. That's Bosque. Back to Saakashvili now looking for help. Plays it into the box and way offside about 15 yards. Was Kesner Leone. Would have been an easy goal had he settled, but without a Boca player within 10 yards of him, that flag went up in a jiffy. Continue on Ron Ventura. Had experience with DC United Academy and the El Salvador U20 national team in World Cup qualifying. But he also coaches at Matt Schwitz Academy in Jersey, which is one of the premier soccer academies in all the state. So Ron Ventura not just doing the good deed for his team and bringing that leadership. Good punch out by Naus. But Ventura also doing it in the community as well. Approaching the 27th minute. John Natali with you on this NSN broadcast of the APSL Delaware River Conference. Jersey Shore coming to this one 4-3-7. Central at 3-2-8. Kind of an opposite start to both of these teams of how they started off their campaign this season. As that Central came off the bat real good, looked real strong. But Coach Ira Jersey has mentioned this several times. It's just the being able to get every one of his premier players on the pitch at the same time. Then Sundays are tough. Family obligations. Some have work obligations, others coaching. And it's hard to put that top 11 on the pitch all the time. And then when you look at Boca, they started off the season basically how the season has turned out for Central. And in the last three, going 3-0 with those 3 clean sheets. But a win here for Central would bode huge in the standings to get 3 crucial points. But not just that, but just to get the mental capacity back that we can win these soccer matches. We just have to finish, start out strong, close strong, just play a full 90 minutes of soccer and get the W. They're hungry for it. Leo, I think that's Alcibay who just keeps wants to walking it forward. And finally, they give him his spot. And this ball will be played all the way back to Naus. He'll come out of his 18, play it over to Rooney. So able to get away from the opposing offense there. Bosque into the middle now. Saakashvili splits the defense, but didn't see the onside defender. Sanchez able to play it back, and now all the way back for Boca. Little bit of a drive for Central in this one. Mercer County.
Good.
Just a tick under an hour.
Yeah.
Guy 95 down to Toms River. So it'll be a nicer bus ride back, or just drive back, for the players and coaches to head back to Mercer County tonight. Sure, the holiday weekend would be much more exuberant. Have those 3 points in your pocket and coming to the 27th with some momentum against AC Trilogy. Bosque, too heavy, and it's going to go the other way. Get into the hands of Canson, and he'll get it away right away. Sanchez now back to Canson, and now into the middle. Just short of the 40-yard line. Canson plays it ahead on the far side, an opportunity. Try to turn the 18. With the left, that shot was deflected. And now played forward. Good clearance from Alcibay on the far side. This ball popped up. 50-50 ball in the middle. Leon is there. He takes a shot with his right. And you can hear right there, coaching from the sideline from Central. Settle that ball, take an extra pass or two, get inside the 18, congest that box. And that all goes back to how this team has fared in these past several matches. They haven't scored more than 2 in a match since that 2-2 draw with Boca last season. And have been held in their 6 consecutive losses. They've only scored 6 goals. And respectively, it's 1 per match. With exception to October 27th of last year, was a 1-0 loss to AC Trilogy, who is next up. For Central, coming up on April 27th. And a tougher thing to swallow is that AC Trilogy just 1-11 on the season, and that one win came against Central back on October 20th. That was at AC Trilogy. They'll play at home at Mercer County Community College on the 27th. Coming up on the 34th minute. Clouds have sparsed a little bit. So we get into the later hours, 7:04 Eastern time. Not that many scoring opportunities for either club so far. And have a player down. on Boca's side. So that was a foul. I'm not sure if there was a yellow issued there. This ball played forward. Head ball still in possession of Boca. Out to 30, looking for help. Poked away. It's going to stay with Boca. That ball found the grandstands over on the far side. And we are finally underway. I'm trying to find which appropriate soccer ball to use. One came rolling onto the pitch as the one from the stands was retrieved. They used the one from the stands. And we're underway. Here's Leon. Tried to flick it to Saakashvili, no ado, but now into the hands of Ventura. Now he's going to work from the midline. He'll play at far side. Central trying to generate a run, couldn't do it. Still at the feet. Now, I kind of got confused on that. I believe that that ball was crossed into the middle, but according to what I heard from the sideline, that looked like it was more of a shot from Ilya Saakashvili that came pretty darn close. I don't know if we have a replay of that.
No, we don't.
But initially off the foot.
Was on
It was on the foot of Saakashvili on that far wing. Sent a ball in. And it must have been close on goal because you could hear the reaction from the sideline. But it still remains 0-0 as we enter the 37th minute. That was Sanchez trying to get away. Good defense from Ventura to knock it away. And Canton will take the honors again on the throw-in. Sanchez gave chase, and Naus will boot it away. Long ball squeezes in between the seams, and Andrade will pick that up, and he'll punt it away. Ball to the far side is going to stay with Boca. I mentioned earlier about some of the challenges that Coach Ira Jersey has faced with this club on the APSL side. Now Coach Jersey also
Can you cover me for a second?
is behind the operations of the USL2 team, and they are extremely competitive in USL2 team league, and with the WPSL team that is going to have its debut this season, which is very exciting as women's soccer continues to thrive in the States. Just grows and grows each day. But his team captain, Vincenzo Pugliese, was out for the season with an ACL tear. And that was a tough, tough loss. You have players like Julian Di Lorenzo. You mentioned about players not being able to come. And that ball sails over the crossbar. Good free kick, too. A lot of power, but just not on target. So now lets it sail. But Di Lorenzo played for Central last spring and in the club's U23 program. Played in 16 games at the College of New Jersey in the fall. Connor Campbell is an amazing story. Lets his possession ride out, and that's going to be cleared ahead. And that's going to go all the way back as Ryan plays it back to Andrade. Connor Campbell received the Billie Jean King Youth Leadership Award for his work with the Academic Sports Academy at the Hedgepeth Williams Intermediate School as part of the College of New Jersey's Bonner Community Scholars Program. So that's 2 players from the College of New Jersey. And the $10,000 that comes with that reward is getting put back into the academy. And it's a great academy because it offers low-income students tutoring, recreational sports, other enrichment opportunities. And Campbell, currently a sophomore at TCNJ, and was a high school all-league selection. Giuseppe Pierleonardi. Played with Central before. Graduated from Centenary University just a year ago. Usually starts whenever he's available, which isn't often. And then Matt Horner, the team captain. It's his 3rd year with Central. He was an high school All-American at Bordentown and played for Rider University and Caldwell. Rider, Ben Cohen Field, so I might be familiar with it. And he also played on the inaugural Central New Jersey USL League 2 side in its debut season of 2021. So you call out a couple of those small bios, and you know you got a good squad there. It's just all the names I said aren't here today. Kelly Blighty, another one. I mentioned him being an Osprey from Stockton. He also was a part of that inaugural season in 2021 on the USL2 team. Tom Johnson, who was a late scratch, another Stockton University player. Played on the USL2 side in 2023. Also played in the 3rd division of Spain, which is really impressive, and called the Liberian national team camps. So he can definitely play some soccer. And it seems that the list goes on and on and on of players who have outstanding soccer backgrounds. And these players that are on the pitch right now do as well. It's just cohesiveness and chemistry. Jonathan Firmino, unfortunately, came over from Oakland. And he had gotten his first match, this ball into the box. But cleared out by Central. Good defense, 42nd minute. But Firmino basically went cross-town, went from Oakland to Central. Had his debut match last week. Played fairly well, but it's hard to gain chemistry with a group of 10 that you rarely play with. And we're going to have a substitution. Kesner Leone off, and Robert Bednar enters for Coach Jersey, number 31. This is Bednar's first appearance since our broadcast on the National Soccer Network.
Jonathan. I don't know. Oh, there we go.
So in the 43rd minute, Robert Bednar makes his debut in this one. He's going to play up front, see if he can't maybe ignite an offensive strike from this Central offense. It's been a very clean first half, no cards. Few players down, but nothing where the clock has rolled dramatically without play, so there shouldn't be that much added time come the 45-minute mark. We will see, and then we'll head into half. We'll have our break, and then we'll come back and see if someone can't put a goal in the back of the net to get the go-ahead goal in this one. It's been well defended. There have been sparse opportunities on the offensive side. And a questionable foul there. Didn't look like there was much going on, but it was called nonetheless on Bosquet. Or that might have been further up. Didn't look like Bosquet really touched his man at all, but based on where the free kick is positioned now, that must have happened way back. Into the box. And they're going to have a handball there. Came up and got Donnelly right in the mitt. As we approach the end of regular time. And you can see Leon hobbling there a little bit. He's got his left boot off. Wonder if he incidental contact or friendly fire. Whatever it is, hope he's okay. We'll look into that, see if there's any information we can get about the status of Leon. And with no added time, maybe a few seconds, we go to the half. Well, it's been a defensive party so far as we're tied 0-0 going into halftime. Jersey Shore Boca, Real Central New Jersey. We'll be back after these messages on the National Soccer Network.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, You're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches.
There is no Central Jersey.
It's a little bit of a mystical kingdom, kind of a Camelot.
To stay onside. Shaw then can continue, then takes the shot, and it's off the body and in! Ethan Shaw. Davis cross. Doobie backing up, and it's in!
Get tickets now at realcentralnj.soccer.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches.
There is no Central Jersey.
It's a little bit of a mystical kingdom, kind of a Camelot.
To stay onside. Shaw then can continue, then takes the shot, and it's off the body, and in! Ethan Shaw! Davis cross, Doobie backing up, and it's in!
Get tickets now at realcentralnj.soccer.
Back on the shores of beautiful Jersey, Toms River South High School, home of the Indians, where Real Central New Jersey is tied up with Jersey Shore Boca here on this April 13th, American Professional Soccer League, the Delaware River Conference. Both of these teams looking for a crucial 3 points to enhance their standings. Boca sitting one spot ahead of Central in the standings. They have 15 points, and you can see Central there with the 11. Now, last time that these two teams met was back of last year, October 20th, and they drew 2-2. You can see the 3 draws for Jersey and the 2 for Central. So that was one of those 2 and 3. But those 3 points could bode huge for Central, and they need it. Currently riding an 8-game winless streak.
I like it.
6 consecutive losses. And in those 6 losses, only 5 goals have been scored. 1 respectively. And the last time they were shut out, was against a team they face coming off the holiday break on the 27th, and that's AC Trilogy, who only sits at 1-11, but that lone victory coming against Real Central back on the 27th of last year of October. But not looking ahead because we've got business settled here. The scoring opportunities were far and few between for each club in that first half. The best opportunity for Central came on a one-touch from Saakashvili to Maleli. But Maleli just put it a little high over the crossbar. And then on the opposite end, Boca was able to get a head ball inside the box, hit the post, and fortunately ricocheted back out, and no damage was done. And a few shots that were somewhat close on frame, but nothing really too strikingly effective. And that's why we sit at 0-0 as we just underway here in the second half. Toms River South High School. See all the new construction once we go towards Boca's side of the pitch. You'll see the new construction in the backdrop. And then to the right, if you can see behind the goal, you can see it there, and just circles around of how much improvement they've put onto the campus here. And you can see it there, the high school. Field is relatively new. See home of the Hitting Indians, where they play their football here and also soccer. And the city of Toms River, just so big that they have 2 high schools. Or actually 3. I take that back. They actually have 3 high schools in Toms River. They have Toms River North, which is the home of the Mariners. And, of course, Toms River South, the home of the Indians. And then there's also Toms River East, home of the Raiders. So the thriving population of Toms River, New Jersey, in full effect. Just off the water of the Atlantic Ocean. Right now, none of those schools are in match as it's Real Central NJ and Jersey Shore Boca in this Delaware River Conference matchup here on the National Soccer Network. John Natali with you this evening. My partner back in the studio, Marcello Rule, running the show tonight. Want to give him a big shout out and thank you. Now some pressure on the backside. Now able to play it. Played it under some pressure. The ball tipped away. Fortunately, came back, but now had to really take back to his net. Now cross in space, trying to split the defense, and Marcel able to dive on it. Good pressure from Boca, but now up for the challenge. And this ball booted away. I want to take a second to talk about my partner tonight, Marcello. Only 15 years old, a sophomore, and getting into a great business with a great company, doing something that back when I was his age did not exist. It wasn't even a thought to be able to work for a company like Premier Media and the National Soccer Network, to be a producer / director of these matches that they do throughout the year and how many they do. But to get that hands-on experience and enjoy what he's doing, I'm native of Michigan, is absolutely phenomenal. And it helps people like myself rekindle that fire that I had when I was younger, but when I was able to start getting my name out there and sending my resume via mail. The old Pony Express is how I had to send demo tapes and reels and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't just a quick YouTube link or anything like that, but Marcello is in it at an early age, and he's got the whole world ahead of him and a very, very bright future.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
51st minute. Still tied at 0. That lone opportunity, the major opportunity from Maleli in the 3rd minute. Has a lot of experience. One of those 11 that Coach Ira Jersey wants on the pitch at all time. He played at Rosemont College, home of the Ravens, out in Pennsylvania. Started all 18 games in the fall of 2024 for the Ravens in Rosemont. So the experience is there, the leadership is there. And this is Ventura in space, trying to work one-on-one. And that ball will find its way out of bounds. Will it be a corner? It will not. Went off of Ventura last. So Andrade will punt this away. Actually, we'll just send it to the far side. Just a little pressure, but nothing harmful. Andrade gets it away, and now they're going to move forward. Still tied at 0. It's been more of a defensive effort from both clubs. And who's going to be the one to break through, get that go-ahead goal, and really put pressure on the opposing team, because there has been no scoring, and it's going to come at a premium if someone gets on the board. Ball on the far side. It'll be a throw-in for Boca in the 53rd minute.
Like after 30 seconds or something. Yeah, he's doing good.
Talked about the start of the season for this Jersey Shore Boca team.
He's brought it up like 4 times.
It was 3 consecutive losses, squeezed a draw in there, and that was the draw against this Real Central team on October 20th, and didn't get their first win until Game 7, a 5-0 clean sheet against AC Trilogy. And 9 goals in 2 games, but only to score a win and a draw, a 4-4 draw against Kensington the following week, coming off that 5-0 victory. And then a draw from there. 3 losses in a row, but they have come back strong, winning 3 in a row. 1-0, 2-0, and 1-0 respectively. Another goal kick. Little offensive pressure, but that back line once again coming up strong. Coach Aaron Gilman and his Jersey Shore Boca squad. I talked about the hot start that Central got. Started off 3-1-1. And then things started to go downhill on Sunday, October 13th. They had a match against Delaware River Conference leaders, WC Predators, and lost 8-0 in that one. Was able to score to the draw against this Boca club 2-2. And since then, they've dropped 6 in a row, only getting those 5 goals and getting shut out against AC Trilogy. So it's a tale of 2 seasons, basically. And we have our first yellow card of the match. Not sure who that would issue to. Was to Boca. Fortunately, no spotters here to relay that information to us, but Boca's in the book for the first time. No, that was on Jersey. I apologize. That's on Jersey. You can hear the coach from the sideline again. We want 6 in a wall. Watch the runners. And we'll see who takes this for Boca.
Yeah, we got like 300.
Looks like it's going to be Donnelly. Lines up. Here it comes off his right boot. It was deflected. And that ball cleared out. A hard strike from Aiden Donnelly. But the defense of Central holds up once again and puts that ball back to midfield, now played ahead. Looks like it's going to be Donnelly. Lines up. Here it comes off his right boot. It was deflected. Could see the power on that shot from young Aiden Donnelly. But went right into the wall of Central. And then deflected out. And now Boca has to reset. They'll play it all the way back. So a defensive-minded Boca team is getting exactly what they give from this Central team this evening. Everybody on the pitch knows where the offense is going to go through. It's going to go through Aiden Donnelly for Boca. And where's it going to come from? From Central. The most likely candidate is number 15, Elias Shakashvili. The long throw into the box, headed out. Still not out of danger, still inside the box. Boca trying to turn. Little dribbler, but played back out. Canton recovered it, now to the outside. And here's Matos. Tried to play it into the middle, but blocked. And that'll go out of bounds, and we will have another corner. This time from the near side. Another opportunity for Boca here early in the second half. Coming up on the 59th minute, tied at 0. Ball into the box, headed around, flicked out, but back into the outside. Now sent back in on the ground. Ball inside the 18. Here's a shot on goal. And that ball is cleared. Good effort from Central. Saakashvili trying to give chase. Down to the middle. That's Liberatore, number 23. And Tom Johnson, number 22. Set to come in the match. Talked about Tom and his time at Stockton University. Had some run in 2023 with the USL 2 side. Played in that pro division of Spain. It's been called into Liberian national team camps. And Johnson steps onto the pitch for the first time this evening. In the 60th minute.
About our poll on YouTube, 71% of people think Jersey Shore Boca is going to win.
If you go over to the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to National Soccer Network. Just type in National Soccer Network on the search bar, and you go to this match, and right now, 71% of the pollsters believe that Boca is going to come out victorious in this one. With about 30 minutes of soccer left, it's been very, very played evenly so far. But so far in the second half, it's been all Boca on the offensive side. Central with very little chances. And a turnover. And here comes Boca again. Through ball. Someone looking for that go-ahead goal. With the way that both defenses have played, if one slips through, it's going to be hard to get the equalizer. So a free kick, and they'll just play it to Sanchez. Sanchez on the right side to Matos. Now up in front, inside the 18. Good footwork, but better defense from Central. Trying to clear. Still not out of danger. Good footwork on the back line. Trying to get that ball to the outside. They do. Now they're coming our way. That's Bosquet. Plays in the middle. Here's Saakashvili. Plays it ahead. Inside the box. Try to get a shot, but good defense on the recovery from Boca. And was able to deflect that off the Central player inside the box, so it's going to be a goal kick. That was a great counter from Central. Just couldn't capitalize. Good defense there. Here's Bosquet. Plays it forward into the corner. Jayakanthan. Clear across the field. And looks like that ball is going to go out of bounds. It does. Actually, it doesn't. It's still in play. Good ability to keep it in. And a shot and a save there from Andrade. That ball came off a one-touch. So an opportunity there. Andrade had to dive to his right. Save that from going in the back of the net. Good opportunity for Central there. Their first scoring opportunity in the second half. And on a quick counter, knocked out of bounds over the end line. And it's going to be a corner real quick for Boca as we approach the 64th minute. There is a keeper change. That is Daniel Vertel in the net now for Central. Good opening half from Marcel Naus. Everybody lines up. And here it comes on the bend. Ball up in the air and sails over the crossbar. So missed opportunity there from Boca as they go back and forth with offensive opportunities. Vertel sends it away. Trying to fight for it. And a split. Now an opportunity. 1v1. Vertel comes out. Able to kick it away. And great anticipation from the keeper, number 33, Daniel Vertel. Donnelly had split the seam, had a 1v1, and Vertel had to came out with determination, was able to stop that. But now back in the box.
All right, we got an instant replay for that shot.
And a split. Now an opportunity. 1v1. Vertel comes out. Able to kick it away. Vertel made the right play because of the speed of Donnelly. One more touch, and he was going to put that ball on his boot and probably send it to the back of the net past a diving Vertel, but Vertel was able to get there first and nullify that scoring opportunity for Boca. So the offensive pressure continues to mount for Boca, just not being able to put it into harm's way for Central. So they're playing solid defense still. More opportunities. And now Central has to formulate some sort of offensive game plan. Saakashvili, Jayakanthan. Alcibay has been quiet, number 12. He needs to get involved. Will Ventura come up at all? Well, the handball on Saakashvili, so Boca goes the other way quickly. On the sideline. Ball forward. Vertel comes out. And that 4-1 loss to Oakland last week. Vertel came in. Sean Bowen got the start. Didn't do too bad. And Vertel came in. There's a shot on goal, and that's going to go wide of the net, just left. Or did that actually make its way into the back of the net? The way that everybody's walking back, we'll have to take another look at that. I believe that was a goal. I had thought that it went into the mini net behind, but the way that everybody's walking back, I think it's 1-0 Jersey Shore on a strike from Aiden Donnelly.
Yeah.
Aiden Donnelly put his right leg back and ripped a laser towards the left side of the net. And it looked from our vantage point and that it caught. Opportunity. 1v1.
Wrong thing.
There's a little practice goal behind the left side of the goal.
For some reason it's doing the wrong one.
And it looked initially that it hit that net, but apparently it must have hit the left side of the regular cage, giving Jersey Shore the 1-0 lead.
All right.
So Jersey Shore takes the 1-0 advantage in the 66th minute on a goal from Aiden Donnelly. No assist. He just cocked his leg back and let out a rifle shot to give Boca that 1-0 lead. So now with a team that has struggled to score goals throughout the second half of the season, now finds themselves down 1-0. And where's the offense going to come from? Vertil comes out, grabs it. And he'll send it far side. Jayacanthan looking for help. Plays it forward, nobody home. But to the feet of Central. There's Malelli, number 10. He had the best opportunity in the first half. He's come up. On the far wing now, Central sends it into the middle. Jayacanthan was there. Malelli has it. Now Jayacanthan again, trying to go 1v1. With the left, it was blocked. But it'll stay with Central. 71st minute. And still plenty of soccer left to play. But as each second goes down, another opponent starts to enter the match. And that's time for Central. Dennis Rooney comes off. There's some fireworks in the background. Guess whoever the substitution was for Central. Celebration of sorts. Of course, I'm kidding. But we're here to have a good time on the National Soccer Network. John Natali with you this evening. Bringing you this Delaware River Conference matchup between Real Central New Jersey and Jersey Shore Boca. 4 points separate these two teams in the standings of the River Conference, Delaware River Conference. And right now it looks in favor of Boca to get those 3 points. And we apologize for that. The beauty of live television and streaming. Ball poked out of bounds. And we may just have a card coming. We'll let things get settled out before play resumes.
All right, I finally got the replay for the goal. If you want to see it, just say you want it.
Now on the counter, Central. Saakashvili now into the middle to Malelli, looking for help. Tried to get it to Bosca on that far side, couldn't do it. And we get a chance. We'll have another look at that goal from Jersey Shore. Now's a good opportunity to see it. And that 4-1 loss to Oakland last week. Vertil came in. Sean Bowen got the start. didn't do too bad. And Vertle came in. There's a shot on goal, and that's going to go wide of the net.
Yeah, it didn't look
And
good.
even from that angle, it still doesn't look like it went in. But hopefully, just the way that everybody walked back and there was no goal kick, when they play at the half line, that ball somehow found the back of the net. And it's 1-0. A beautiful shot. I mean, left Vertle standing with cement shoes on. Didn't even make a move at it. But Boca now, if they can extend this to 2-0, it's going to be very, very difficult for Central to come back. But all Central can do is get one. They cannot score a 2-point goal. So they have to concentrate on getting that equalizer. Back here with about 16 minutes left. There will be some added time. Have a few stoppages here in the second half, more than the first. But where's it going to come from? Your likely candidates, Mileli, Saakashvili. Ventura has the ability to score. It was Michael Lugalishvili, number 16, who spelled Rooney on that last substitution. Saw number 16 walking around, so now he's in the match for Coach Ira Jersey. And here's a free kick from about 31 yards out, sent into the box. Headed out. And tried to settle. Flicked in from Grady Edwards. And flicked back out. Trying to win the 50-50. And now into the box on a one-touch to himself. Sent it between the uprights. Just the ones at the wrong height. That was good for 3. But fortunately, not to the back of the net again for that second goal, and it stays at 1-0. '77th minute. Now time becomes much of the essence. Because in the second half, Central hasn't shown much ability to get to the other side of the cage. And they're attacking third. Jayakanthan lets it go, looking for help. And we finally have a foul there. Big hit on the near sideline. Still not sure if a yellow card was issued to Central's bench in that last possession. But at that point, each team had received a yellow. Central had gotten one during the second half, Boca in the first. And whatever confrontation happened on that sideline for Central could have resulted in a yellow. The benefits of streaming TV. Filters are, they will not come out of my mouth, but what the players say and the coaches say, and even the refs at times will make it on air. And that's okay. It's sport. It happens. You see it in every competitive match game, no matter what you want to call it. Basketball, football, soccer, baseball, you'll hear everything. Doesn't matter what platform. And there's always some station apologizing for a vulgarity that may have slipped during the game of play on national television. We have a whistle. And Central was lining up for a corner, but apparently not. They calling a foul? They are. So Boca ball, not sure. Kind of had my eyes dead set on that area of the pitch, and Didn't really see anything, but the whistle blew, and when a foul is called, a foul is called. There is no replay in the APSL. You can't go back and challenge anything. And on the substitution, Austin Pounds comes in, and also Justin Alves will make their debuts in this one in the 79th minute. I'm going to have a few more substitutions coming in here shortly. That's Billy Bartles and Tyler Andreas. And it's a good sign to see Billy Bartles. He's been injured. He's the club captain, and he's been on the shelf for a few weeks. And for him to get at least some run, number 13, is a good sign for Coach Aaron Gilman moving forward. And good sportsmanship and teamsmanship there from fellow teammate Dylan Canson. Played a nice game defensively. And right now, with about 10 minutes left in regulation, Jersey Shore is close to their 4th win and 4th clean sheet in their past 4 matches. And that's impressive. Boca players anxious to get going inside this match. There's a holdup somewhere, and now they enter the pitch. In the 81st minute, comes in Bartles and Andreas. After the holiday break, next Sunday, the 20th, Central back in action. Take on AC Trilogy, who sits at 1-11 conference. That lone win coming against Central last year, October 27th. But AC Trilogy sits at bottom of the Delaware River Conference. There's a ball to the outside. Inside the 18, crossover, head ball, and into the back of the net. What a setup and score from Boca. Make it 2-0 in the 82nd minute. Beautiful soccer from Jersey Shore. Vertle came in. Sean Bowen got the start. Didn't do too bad. And Vertle came in. There's a shot on goal, and that's going to go wide. That's the first goal that put this one at 1-0.
This thing looks really bugged right now. I don't think I can show it again. I don't know why.
But on a beautiful cross and a one-touch header in the backside of the net, that left corner's become popular for Jersey Shore. Now it's 2-0 for Boca. And right now, Central just has to play through it. They have to continue to play fundamentally sound soccer. They can't lower their heads, can't put hands on hips, and think that this one is over. It's going to be difficult to erase a 2-0 deficit. But that was just a beautiful soccer play from Boca.
Oh, that's why.
And now the score is 2-0. This will be a throw-in for Boca on that far side. And at this point, as I had mentioned earlier in the broadcast, is that when that ball starts going out of bounds now, if it goes a little long and it's Boca's possession, don't expect them to be sprinting to get that soccer ball. Referee could call delay of game, maybe add some added time to the end of it. But no way, shape, or form are you going to see rushed goal kicks, rush outlets from the keeper.
All right, we got it now, if you want.
And here's a through ball. Now an opportunity in space. That is Asante trying to make some magic. Ball goes through, still inside, still in trouble. Shot, and what a save by Vertle. Went up with the right to his right side, able to punch that away. So Daniel Vertle, after getting up 2 consecutive goals, makes a brilliant save in the 84th minute. Mattia Asante will line this up on a corner in the 85th minute. They'll play it quick. Turns, sends it in with the left. Far side of the box, headed into the box. Head ball again. And that ball looks like it hit the football crossbar. So that'll go out of bounds. Let's have a look at that second goal. Absolutely brilliant play on behalf of Boca. Asante trying to make some magic. Ball goes through, still inside, still in trouble. Shot, and what a save.
Playing that wrong one, man.
That was a save by Vertle. That is Asante.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, why is this like...
Back to action. They're going to have a central throw in from the far side. Just trying to get one back. 86th minute. Jai Canthan sends it into the box. Headed out nicely by Boca. Bosque takes a shot and dribbles it past the right post. Not a lot of those opportunities here in the second half for Central.
All right. I'm willing to try it again if you are. I don't know why. Normally I have a string back for it, but some I don't. So, try my best.
See if we can get a look at that second goal. AC Trilogy sits a bottom of the Delaware River Conference.
Why, dude? Why is it doing the wrong
That is Asante trying to make some magic. Ball goes through, still inside, still in trouble. Shot,
Nah,
and
it's
what
not
a save by
working. All right.
Vertle.
Sorry, man.
'87th minute. I don't want to say a miracle, but unless something truly remarkable happens for Central, their record is going to drop to 3-2-9 and extend that losing streak to 7 straight. And Boca will move to 5-3-7 with a 4-game winning streak. And if this score stands pat, it'll be their 4th consecutive clean sheet, which is just extremely impressive considering how they started off this season. But work still needs to be done. 88th minute. There will be some added time. That ball flicked right into the hands of Vertle. He'll roll it out. Malelli with it. Getting some pressure, still with it. Needs help. And a whistle will finally blow on Bartles. Where's the captain's band? This ball in the far wing is going to stay with Central. '89th minute. at the midline. Just cross it. Through ball ahead. And Andrade makes a good play to head it out. Had some pressure from Central, which there's been very little of in this second half. Not a bad defensive effort from Coach Ira Jersey and his Central team by any means. There was just too much offense coming from Boca in the second half. You can only hold off the Dogs for so long, and it finally broke. But on two incredible soccer plays from Boca. And Aiden Donnelly, as he did a little bit in the early goings of the first half, really made his presence known here in the second. Got the one goal. Played a part in that second goal off the beautiful cross and head ball into the left side of the net. Now on the counter. Central with pace. And into the hands of Andrade as he falls on it. And as we approach the end of regulation, no hurry to get this ball away. On the long boot. Past midfield. Takes a bounce. Controlled by Central. Sun has gone all the way down. Rain held off. It was good weather. But just not the night for Central. Jayacanthan. Still pressure on that backside. Not sure how much added time will be added here. Bertle has to head it out. White jersey's there. Do they have enough in the tank to score at least one? Whistle blows. And Johnson trying to fight with it. Maintains possession, splits the defense. Looking for help, but poked away. And now Boca on the counter. That's Asante. And Maleli, on a good defensive effort, was able to stick with it, get it forward. Sean Maleli has had a good game. Asante again with it. He's good with his left. He's trying to find it. Play to the outside. Now inside the box. That ball flicked up. And it'll go out of bounds. It's going to be a corner. On a casual jog to get that soccer ball. We've entered 2 minutes of added time. So we're finally set. A whistle was blown. Bednar was really close to that ball. He needs some clearance. Ball sailed in. It was cleared out. And Boca just wants to maintain their clean sheet. Don't think they would be totally out of context to try to score another goal, but if not needed, the split in the box.
Why is his
And that's going to do it on the campus of Toms River South High School with a final score of Jersey Shore Boca 2 and Real Central New Jersey 0. Boca sees their record go to 5-3-7, while Jersey moves to 3-2-9. On behalf of our entire National Soccer Network crew, I'm John Natali, and we would like to thank you for joining us on this Sunday evening. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel to see the best soccer from all levels all across the country. Once again, from Toms River High School South, the final score is Jersey Shore Boca 2 and Real Central New Jersey 0. Have a great Easter holiday, everybody, and have a great evening.